but like the actual summoning round that it occurs in, like the one where he generates the thing, he makes the attack as a melee spell attack specifically, which is one action. So next round, yeah, he gets those 2 hits, but this one,
All right.
he's making this hammer out of nothing and
Well, yeah,
making a
it's a
hit.
matter. Okay, because I was treating it the way this melee spell attack is just pointing out the fact that that's how the hammer rolls its 2 hits and stuff. Is basically the
Um,
spell attack modifier.
hmm.
But okay,
Well, you're okay. Well, it does reference. It says repeat the attack. So, hmm, hmm.
it's sort of like I'm pretty sure we're probably gonna wrap this up pretty soon, regardless. So I'm
Yeah.
not super concerned. Also,
Okay. So, but it does say as a bonus action on your turn you can move. So the bonus action for this turn was to um, summon the hammer and make a melee spell attack. Um, And it says on the second paragraph, as a bonus action on your turn, you can move the weapon up to 20 feet and repeat the attack. So he's already spent his bonus action summoning this sword, or summoning this hammer, and making the melee spell attack, um, which would, yeah, I guess that would make him allow him to make a hit. So I'll just go ahead and make a hit. I'm sure that has been argued for a long time. I'm gonna have to. I actually like Mike
I know.
Merle's like answers questions like that specifically, but I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that he still
Yeah.
has one hammer strike left in him because this is the final battle. So he is going to take his warhammer and just go for just a good old fashioned strike. Let's see if he goes for it. Nope.
Eh, missed anyway. Okay.
It's a lot of conversation for an
Nobody's
attack that ended
calling
up
this
not
out.
hitting anyway. So the rug is going to go. And the rug is going to. Um,
Just a dragon flag over.
let's see. It's going to move. Oop, nope.
Is
5,
she still trying to hide under it?
10 feet. She is not. And is going to
Sorry
make an
to
attack
interrupt here.
against Firebird.
How long have you
Attempting
guys
to.
been playing?
Since like 3 hours.
19
Like
AC.
3 hours or so. It is actually.
Okay.
It's
19 AC?
Yeah, it's almost close to ending time, but huh? Oh yeah, no, yeah, that doesn't hit at all.
19 AC for fighter.
But in terms of how long we've been playing this campaign, like 9 months, I think. Oh, cool. Good talk, Simeon. Um, okay,
We
so
got disconnected.
yeah, we are back up at the top of the initiative, and Rezmir looks real rough right now, like very, very, very rough.
You know what? Uh, 1, 2. I am going to attempt a sleight of hand to take the mask from her face. Because that thing's been creeping me out.
Holy shit!
+7?
Yeah, you rip the mask off of her face, and as you do, you sense like it is being held on by something more than just like the mask itself, but you manage to actually pull it off. And as the mask leaves her face, her physical form actually shrinks pretty significantly. She loses about 1.5 to 2 feet of height and shrinks in size. You see her vitality sort of like wither a little bit. She's still, she's still a dragonborn. She's still intimidating, but she's not this like unstoppable death colossus that you first kind of encountered. And also, when you did that, I have to consult a completely different character sheet now. Whew.
I never make things simple for you, do I?
Nope, but I feel like I'm probably not going to have to deal with any of her character sheets ever again, probably. But yeah, you see her physically weaken very considerably when you do that.
Now the best part of this is that was just my bonus action.
Yeah, I know. Do your dark deed, Gray.
You know what? I am going to. Whoops. Having seen her withered state there, I'm like, last chance for revenge on Talos.
Suck a kobold's dick, you
Talos.
piece of shit.
Well, have it your way. Okay, what am I going to follow this up with? Let's see. I redid the hex, so that was the end of my actual spells type things. So I
You
guess at this
bum,
point I
you
can
two
just
are.
do.
You're fucking mad.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
At this rate, I'm just gonna go through.
Yeah, looks crap.
Neat.
Well, yeah, I guess. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna do an Eldritch Blast at her.
Okay,
Is
so you're
there
just like fucking
disadvantage for
point
getting her
blank,
range, or-
just like right there.
Yeah. Well, have
What's
it your
up,
way.
guys?
And one,
Hey, how's it going,
one
man?
each hand kind of thing.
Okay,
Hey,
go
no,
for it,
it's
man.
good.
Make the attack.
Should I roll it regular or disadvantage or what?
Just regular, man.
Okay.
This is a gangland
This'll be
style
for both attacks,
execution.
Oh, this is pretty sick.
16.
Fuck.
Okay, so
Okay.
one hits, one doesn't.
What was the attack bonus?
It's a +7, I think. Yeah, +7.
So, fun thing about when you remove the mask, it actually lowered her AC, so they both hit.
Okay. What the hell? Okay. So, what do we do? 8.
Well, I guess
and
the real question is, how do you want to do this?
14. Well, like I said, one in each hand, and it's just like, have it your way. Right along the side of her face.
Oh God. Yeah. So you just kind of like look at her for a second, and then you just do like a barely imperceptible nod, and
Oh,
then
no, wait,
just.
wait. Hold on, Travis.
Mhm.
Hold on. Whenever I say like each hand, basically, she's still got her shackles and stuff. I just ripped the mask off, and I just sort of like cup her hair face in my hands.
Oh,
Just
nice.
like, toodles.
And you see two green columns of light erupt out of each one of your palms as you just fire upwards through the underside of her chin. Just.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Forgot my hex. So another 7.
Okay. So. It's you get like some black smoke that is actually curling around these two columns of eldritch green light as you almost turn her head into a green candle as you see the leftover luminance from the blast kind of light up the back of her eyes for a brief moment as smoke starts to pour out of her mouth as this arcane torrent of energy is completely unmaking her internal organs and brain. She starts to slowly disintegrate into ash, and that slowly works its way down her body as it slowly just kind of hardens, turns to a dull shade of gray, and then disintegrates. leaving a pile of ash on the ground in front of you. You have defeated the head of the dragon cult. How do you feel?
Now where the hell did Talus get to?
Well, I feel like that is probably a question for another adventure. Fuck, man. I guess that's it. I mean,
We still have to deal with the rug?
No, the rug dies. You killed the rug. I'm not gonna have you kill the main villain of the story and then get murdered by a fucking rug.
I was really looking forward to having to like clean up after this. I was gonna go through and like analyze the mask, see if I could use it myself, and
yeah,
like,
no, the rug whimpers and then like just kind of stretches across the floor and is a regular rug forever. So yeah, I mean,
I'll pat the rug and be like, smart boy.
Cool. Well, I mean, to be perfectly candid, I mean, that's pretty much the campaign at this point, guys. You've defeated the head of the dragon cult. You've established control of the castle. It is currently on its way towards safe harbor. You guys, if you guys want to give a little kind of postscript on how this campaign ends, and now's the time.
Actually, I was sort of wondering. It's like whenever or that elk. I mean, obviously, Eagle doesn't really have this frame of reference, but way back during the early era of the campaign, we were traveling with a caravan. And,
the caravan times.
I talked to I talked to an like one of these mystical like hind elk things, and it basically gave me some advice in Elvish, Sylvan kind of thing, that I was traveling the right path. Look for the floating castle. However, one of you will die, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so far nobody's died, or at least that I know of, that like here, unless he was somehow talking about maybe the Red Wizards of Thay. So I'm still sort of on guard on that, or was this one of these things where maybe Jamna was the one whose number might be coming up or something?
I don't know, man. It's
prophecy just
prophecies are real mysterious. You never really can tell with them. And in terms of body count from then until here, I feel like there have been several people you've run into that have.
So.
Well, yeah, death is like this. Yeah, it's like this whole thing. But yeah.
I've done it before.
So. I guess that's pretty much it for the Horde of the Dragon Queen, ladies and gentlemen. Great. Thank you so much for being there for every single
Travis,
thing.
Wait,
yeah,
Travis,
what's up?
Travis, wait, Travis. I'm going to use I'm going to, having defeated Rezmir, go back down to the White Dragon Horde and start melting that stuff with the Staff of Fire.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it takes you it takes you a good long while, but you're pretty much just kind of have unfettered access at this point. But there is a horde of about, I think it was like 700,000 gold pieces, something like that.
Nice.
Actually, let me take a look at the horde. Let me see if there's anything. I mean, okay.
It's not like we're gonna have a chance to use it, but.
Yeah. Okay, so you get 500,000 copper pieces, 100,000 silver pieces, 5,000 gold pieces. You get there's a chest in there that you open up that has 800 platinum pieces, 21 small blue sapphires that are worth about 300 gold each. You get a potion of gaseous form, a +1 longsword, a +1 longbow, +1 leather armor, and some bracers of defense.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, I mean, your character is you've become the God Gundam of D&D characters at this point for a level 7 character.
Oh, and what about the mask? I'm just like using